And welcome back. This is Frost Gaming 25. We're back here for episode 2 of the 7 Days to Die Loot Plus Plus series. We are on a different mod, or a different map. Playing on my mod. The map is not mine, but the link to the map is in this episode. If you look in the description, you'll be able to see the link to that map, and you can kind of try it out if you want. But this is a custom built map. There's a lot of like sand and stuff, and random biomes just everywhere. So it's a lot different. That you can see there's mountains with snow on it, even though it might just be over the hill line. There might be like plains or something again. So yeah, pretty cool. And yeah, so we're just here. We're going to try to do this quest over there. We recently upgraded this block. And if we take a look, I have one cobblestone rock. I'll just show for purposes. If we punch, you can see it has 2,500 health. And you can see this has 750. That has 450. So you can see the differences that it makes to have your upgrades, and then it becomes progressively more powerful as you go through it. But yeah, so I'm gonna head on over. We're gonna do this quest real quick, and then we'll come back. Okay. I do believe we have a point to spend as well, so let's do that real quick as well. I'm going to put it into strong legs here so we can run a little bit faster. You can see we're able to kind of zoom through with this upgrade. It is a nice perk to have if you want to go fast, but it requires a couple points in strength in order to get all the tiers. Okay, we made it to our first quest here. Or our second quest, actually. I lied. Our second quest, or first quest of this episode. We got ourselves a Southern Farming book. That's great. Let's go and do a prelude. See if anything's good. And this is a clear, so we have to go through the entirety of the place. Once we do the main quest, that is. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and just go through to the end for the first part of this. Ooh. Okay, I didn't bring any arrows, but let me get that guy real quick. I don't know what he's doing. Of course, he doesn't want to come over here. Okay, we have another. I got an arrow back, so let's use that. Oh my god. What a good crit. Okay, let's check the washing machine. Nice. Okay, well, we got ourselves. I don't really need the boots, but we got ourselves a bandana. That's great. Yeah, none of these boots I'm gonna use. And we'll keep that for now. Ooh, it's a mow. Okay. Let's check and see what we got here. Ooh, wow, that's a great find. 3 first aid bandages. Holy crap. Wow. That's amazing. So we can just check it out real quick, but you can see kind of damage we're looking at here. It increases my damage by 18 all around. That's beautiful. So we don't need that anymore. We can use the upgraded one. And then we'll put this back on it. And a working stips box as well. Sweet. I don't think there's anything worth getting over here. No. Not really. That's okay. We're gonna go ahead and just start this quest in a second. Okay. So now that I got that started, I'm gonna go ahead and let's dump some stuff. Just gonna dump some things in there. And we'll dump some more stuff in there, I guess. And then do the quests, and then we can grab it all and go. Ooh, nice. We actually got a bullet. And then the rest of the bullets we'll put in here just in the off chance that we need it. Okay, we don't need that. Take the wood. We have to go through it normally because we're doing the clear. Okay. Nails are always useful to find, though. That's one thing I will mention. Especially early on. I mean, even in late game because of the requirement for repair kits. But they're also usable for making the writable storage boxes, so if you need to make chests, you need them. And those are better than the basic chests that we have. Okay. Let's see. Ooh, we got a loot bag. It's always nice. Okay, he should walk in. Maybe not. He didn't want to walk in, he wanted to break in. He was dead set on it. Not much of anything. Okay. We can grab these as well. This is free pop. Okay. Let's continue. Anything over here? No. Ooh. We got a VU t-shirt. It's a little bit better for cold resist. We also got a Get Hammered book, which is very useful. Very usable. Okay, let's get our loot here, and then we'll head out and turn this in. I think at this point, this is probably better in terms of damage to blocks. Especially if you're not going for resources from it. We just got a freaking... Holy crap. We just got a double pocket mod. Okay, let me put that on real quick. Okay, and then the working steps box. Yeah, I mean, I'll take a tier 2 stone shovel. And we got some cobblestone cubes. That's beautiful. A couple of books, and then some ammo and some seeds. We got a carrot seed as well. Okay, let's head out of here. Okay, this is going to probably really encumber me. Yeah, so this is with our 20% increased run speed. So even though I'm quote-unquote running fast, I'm barely moving. And it spends our stamina like nobody's business. Okay, let's see if I can do anything to solve some of my encumberment. We can get rid of that. We can get rid of all these. Do I have that on? No, I do not. Well, that's a free item to get rid of. What else? We could technically we can drop the rotting flesh, I guess. We can scrap that. Grab that. The scope mod would be cool. We can put it on this at least for now. Just because we don't have too much use for it. And that takes off some of our inventory right there. Let's see, anything else? We can put the flashlight on here. We can put... The used shirt sells for 28, so let's scrap that too. We don't need plant fiber. We kind of could use paper. One thing there is, I did not mention it last episode, is you can actually craft books now with these magazine cutouts. I had mentioned that there were magazine cutouts, but I didn't say what you could do with them. So yeah, you can actually make a specific book if you're looking for it, but you're going to get reduced values if you're scrapping one of these books to try to convert it to something. But you can also, even better than that, make these books right here. So all of the actual books that you can get, they all can be crafted using paper and then the basic books right here, and then parts relevant to that skill. So it kind of comes back on these magazine parts here. So pretty cool little changes. Something that helps with progression a little bit if you're kind of in a rut and you're trying to get this one specific one. You can't find it for the life of you. But you're finding so many of other things, it allows you to kind of skip over a big step and just be able to craft that one thing that you need. Granted, you have to sacrifice something else. So that is something that is to be noted, but it's a really cool feature that I'm pretty excited that I added because it just makes quality of life better, and that's one thing that with the new crafting to level system, which has been out for quite a while now, but that's something they neglected to add, and I don't understand why they didn't. add something like that, because I think it's such a cool way of actually earning your progression rather than relying on random loot. I mean, there's some level of RNG that goes into it, but it's not to the same extent that it was before. You can now actually have a chance at getting it, even though you don't have that perfect godly luck. You can just find any random book and scrap it, and if you do enough of them, you scrap enough of them, you can actually get yourself one of the things that you want, which is cool. But now that we're here, let's go ahead and turn this in. Oh, I just realized you can, I think, loot both of these, if I'm correct, but let's go turn this in again.
I don't care what.
We might not be able to, but I'm hoping we can.
You're almost okay.
We can get a armor plating mod or a wood splitter mod. I'm gonna get the wood splitter mod, I think. Yeah. The closest one is a buried supply, so let's do it.
Okay, we have a deal. Come back when it's done.
Let's see, I believe you can loot this, but maybe not. I thought there was a way you could. Bummer. Oh, maybe you can't. That's okay. I'll go ahead and put this on there. Is that an ammo pile? Yes, it is. So let's go ahead and we'll go back to our little camp, and then we'll dump off a lot of our stuff. And then after that, we'll do this buried supply. One thing I do want to mention with my mod, I went ahead and I added a tier 4. Or does it go up to tier 4 normally, or tier 3? I think it's just 1 and 2. I think it's just tier 1 and 2 buried supply quests. And so I actually extended it to make it up to tier 4. So you can actually find, or sorry, tier 5. You can now find a tier 5 buried supply, which, let me just say, if you are going to do a tier 5 buried supply, you better be ready with a whole hell of a lot of ammo and really good guns, because the amount of zombies you're going to get is insane. Yeah, it gets a little crazy. But that's kind of why I have it set up in such a way, though, so that you can do the quest, and it is definitely worth doing, but it will be difficult. It won't be an easy run through. Another cool little thing that you might notice is, before, this would stop you from building, and that was the dumbest thing I thought. But now, yeah, you can now just build on top of these shrubs. They don't block you anymore. So there's that too. Little quality of life changes that I wanted to make. Okay, that's all we got for blocks. Let's go do our quest here. Do we have another level? Oh, we do. I'm gonna put another point to that. I'm gonna put a point into Strong Lakes, and then we'll put a point into Pacquiao. So we are now benefiting from the maximum value of Strong Lakes. This is the best Strong Lakes ever can be. And so it's pretty nice, actually. I mean, you move really good speed. You do spend your stamina, which is a downside, but if you need to go somewhere and you only have your feet, this is a pretty cool this is a pretty cool thing you can do. It does kind of become not as, I mean, it's pretty good when you stack it with like a energy drink or something. That gives you quite a bit of speed, and you actually can zoom pretty fast. Um, but obviously, your vehicle is still going to be a better choice if you do use this. You're still going to eventually go to your vehicle, and you're never going to go back. Except for like in your POI and your quests and stuff, you'll want to sprint sometimes. Ooh, look at that! You can see the biomes and the terrain, how it looks different, and there's all the little spikes and stuff. Yeah, pretty cool custom crafting here for the map. We haven't found it yet, but there is a chance that you actually can find a rare. There are treasure maps in this game, just like in vanilla. They're the same ones. However, there's a rare version that I made that you can only find with a 5% chance to get it, but you have to roll it's a 5% chance when you roll a treasure map, and it can be increased. The chance can be increased if you actually upgrade your one of the perks nobody ever gets is treasure hunter. If you actually get there's only supposed to be 3 tiers, but if you actually get the 3rd tier of treasure hunter, um, the 3rd tier will give you a 5% chance, a better chance to find that rare treasure map, so it brings you up to 10%. And 10% chance is pretty good. It's one of it's just, the treasure maps themselves are extremely powerful in terms of the loot you can get. There's 5 stages of them, and each one you do, you have a chance of getting the loot. You have a pretty good chance. Well, it starts off not a great chance, but then it eventually becomes a pretty good chance that you're just going to get the loot until you guaranteed it at level 5. But effectively, it gives you better and better loot with each one you do, and it will give you another map that upgrades it to the next tier, and then you do it again, it becomes a tier 2. Then you do it again, it becomes tier 3. Then you do it again, it becomes tier 4. And then if you do it again, it becomes tier 5, and at that point you're guaranteed you're going to get the loot because there's no more after that. But each tier that you do get, the loot gets better and better. And it's definitely worth doing. It's one of the best ways to get loot in the game. But it requires you to get lucky and make it through all 5 tiers of the treasure map. And each tier below it is still pretty good. Don't get me wrong. All the loot from the lost treasure maps are very good, but they are incredibly rare. So getting them is not going to be something you're going to come by very often. You're going to have to really look around and try to search all the bookshelves. You have to search POIs. You're going to have to do buried supplies because buried supplies can give them. So yeah, just a lot of different things you're gonna have to do to get them. But if you do manage to get one and you do it, you're at least gonna get something pretty decent, even if you get the loot on the tier 1. Right about now, I wish I had tool perks because I am doing absolutely nothing in terms of damage to the ground. But we'll get it eventually. Let's let our stamina come back for a minute here. Ooh, there's a biker. Yeah, he's got pretty good health. I actually did a passover on all the enemies. So all the enemies have different XP rates and different HPs. They're not the same. It's not all cookie cutter like it was in vanilla. I don't know why, but in vanilla they made it so that all enemies from the same class have the same exact XP. and I didn't agree with that. I thought that was kind of dumb that they did that. So I went ahead and I made them all unique in their own way. So each zombie that you face against will have its own health bar. They'll all be different, and the XP that they give will all be different as well. So that's always nice. And there is a little bonus for killing boss-like enemies. There's only 2 currently in the game, but I plan on adding more at some point. But the only 2 that are currently in the game are the vanilla ones, which technically speaking is the Demolisher. He's like a small boss. He's not like a major boss or anything. Um, but he gives boss-like loot and also gives a boss-like XP rate. So if you want good XP, you can kill yourself one of those, and you'll get a lot of XP for it. The other one, and it's an actual boss, is Grace. If you happen to encounter Grace, it is a true boss fight. She is pretty powerful, does absolutely crazy damage to you if she hits you. She's the most basic version of a boss, but it is a boss. And she has a lot of health to back up her boss stature. I believe it's somewhere in the vicinity of like 16,000 health. So it's not an easy one to kill. You better come prepared, and she's also impossible to be decapitated. You cannot decapitate her in any way, shape, or form. Um, and yeah, she's just a general tough one to kill. But if you do kill her, it is worth the venture because not only do you get a lot of meat, which is all edible, you can cook it up and eat it, but you can also get a bunch of like testosterone. Uh, you can get a loot bag from her. Just a couple other things, just random little bonuses for killing her, and then you also get a massive chunk of XP, which is great. Okay, we broke our shovel here. Let's see if I can grab a stone. No, I mean, there's a rock over there we can grab if I need it. I'm hoping it's not too far. Yeah, we're good. Okay, let's go back. We're gonna need to drink some water after this. Wonder where the loot is. I think the next level up I'm going to put point into tools so that we don't use as much stamina. Because I'm blowing my stamina away. And it doesn't help that I have a dehydration buff or debuff on. So I'm going to do that. Give ourselves a little bit of a bonus. Oh, we got a zombie spawn. Oh, looks like just the one lone zombie. Okay. With that level up, we're going to go ahead and do that. And put a point into Miner 69er. Gives us a little bit more damage with our tool, but it also decreases the stamina costs, so that'll help a little bit. Nothing so far. Did we find it? No. Still haven't found it yet. Hopefully we'll get it soon. That doesn't help us with our water. Let's see. Hopefully this one has it, maybe? Nope. I'm hoping. Oh man, no luck. Okay, we're officially hungry too, so that's not making things any easier. I don't know. I mean, with the circle that it is, you would think it'd be somewhere right over here, but maybe it's over here. Come on, let's go. Oh, well, we'll get it. We just gotta get our stamina back up. We are incredibly low on stamina. Nope. Oh my god. Oh, we got a zombie. Oh, crap. Okay, so now we have to fight the biker. He has 567 health with damage reduction. Luckily, we'll be able to kill him. It's just going to cost us all of our stamina. And if he starts running, I'm in deep trouble. Yeah, this is very slow stamina again. I really should have brought myself a... and maybe he'll do me a favor and start breaking blocks. Nope. Never mind, I tried. Good XP though. 3,000 XP for the kill. Okay, so we need to... we can dig right here. Okay, that's good to know. Maybe it's this one? Okay, here it goes. Hopefully it's the one. Because my stamina is shot. I really need to get it soon because I really just don't have any stamina. It's going to be a pain in the... Oh, thank God. Okay, so we got some tools digest. That's awesome. Can of chili. Great. Let's eat it. Health bar, some sugar butts, skull crusher. Perfect. Let's take it all. I mean, why not? It's free XP, right? Okay, let's get out of here. Yeah, we're gonna burn through our stamina faster than we regenerate it. This is where having the agility perk would help a little bit because it kind of offsets the effect of being dehydrated a little bit, not a lot, but a little bit. But yeah, we're currently just burning our stamina at an incredible rate. And I'm hoping we can get that all situated soon. Okay, let's go stop at our little camp here in future house, our future house, and we'll see if we have anything to drink. We have murky water, which doesn't do much for us. Okay, we do have some regular water. That's good. Let's see. We also have a yucca juice smoothie. I might just drink it. Just because we need the food too. So we get both. Best of both worlds.
Sure doubt
Let's
it.
see here. A tier 3 stone shovel. Or 150 lead, or 2 vitamins. All of them pretty solid. I think I would take the shovel though right now. Do we want to take the shovel? Vitamins could be useful too. I'm gonna take the vitamins. Because I think we can craft the stone shovel soon. I'm hoping that I can, because if I can't, that's gonna suck.
Well, get busy. We're burning daylight.
I think I'm gonna sell this tool as well. Go ahead and just sell that.
There's
We
nothing
don't need
else.
it.
You best be on your way.
Got some gasoline and oil. Okay, let's check it out. We got ourselves another point, so let's put it in minor 69er. Brings us a little bit closer to our goal. Okay, that's all I can deposit right now. Hopefully I don't know how many nails we have, but if we have enough, I'm going to craft one of those better chests. If I don't, then, oh, we do. We do have enough. Okay, let's grab our wood real quick. Rideable storage box. This is the only one we can make, so we have to enjoy the fact that we can even make it. Okay, let's put it down. Beautiful. Now we've got ourselves something to work with here. That's you can see how much larger the storage is in here compared to these little things. So there's a progression to it. You definitely want to go with the upgraded storage box. Let's see here. How's our stamina usage? Oh, and we also wanted to check our tool crafting. Harvesting tools is 3, so we can currently make a tier 2. So I think we should do that. For our axe, specifically. We don't need to use this crappy axe anymore. We can use a better one. Okay, so you can see here, one thing that doesn't happen in vanilla for some reason is when you make a tier 1, it costs the base resources right there, but when you scale it up, in vanilla, for some reason it doesn't, but in mine, it does. So it's going to cost you a little bit more, but you get a better tool out of it. That's definitely worth the investment in most cases. I don't see why it wouldn't be, because the difference in damage makes it worth the while. So you can see block damage is 25.8, stamina cost is 21.6. So stamina costs stay the same for this, but the damage you can see went up to 30. So it is a little bit more for your value. And if we go to cut down the tree now, we're doing a little bit more damage. Plus we have the wood modifier, doing just a little bit more to cutting down trees. Okay. Let's go ahead and do this next quest here. We got a little bit longer before it's nighttime. It looks like we're also maxed on our thirst, so that worked out that we drank that those waters in the juice. You can see the benefits though to having the strong legs perk. it's a very useful perk in the early game if you do go the route for strength. There are there are some bonuses for each class. So what I wanted to do was I wanted to give each class have its own unique feel to it. So the strength class, you're going to be able to lift more and move faster than most other classes with the base level. You're going to be just more quick, I guess, when it comes to doing things. You can hold the heavier weight and move faster, all that good stuff. And sometimes do more damage in some cases, depending on how things go. Um, so that's one cool thing for that. But then, like, you've got your perception class. Perception is you're going to be able to loot better things. So if you want, you're going to be able to find better loot faster. So if you want to find some really good stuff really quick, you can do that with perception. Whereas strength, you're going to be sitting there for a while using whatever you can craft, or whatever you find that's lower level and whatnot. And then yeah, you've got your perception. Also gets the bonus of animal tracker, which means you can do more damage to animals, and then eventually do more damage to all zombies, which is great. You also get the ability to not take damage from landmines if you do go that route. And the Spear Master, so spears actually give you more damage to chest. So if you hit them in the chest, you get a damage bonus, as well as if you hit them in the head. Obviously, the head is going to give you more damage than the chest, but you do get a damage bonus, so it's cool in that sense. You also get access to Treasure Hunter, which is huge, and you can find better treasure maps and find more of them. Oh, I should have preluded this, so that's okay. Let's see here. One other thing that the perception class gives is the ability to actually find, or I mean, when I say find, I mean gives you a weakness, or gives the enemy a weakness when it comes to their armor. If they have any armor rating at all, you can mitigate the defensive aspects of their armor, which is really useful because if you're trying to kill an heavily armored enemy, in most cases for other classes, they lose a lot of their damage trying to hit that enemy. But for you, if you're a perception build, you actually don't have to worry about armor as much. You can negate the effect of armor by up to 50%, which is absolutely massive. I cannot see a freaking thing. Let's get our flashlight out. Okay, well, we killed it. Let's get the flashlight out again. If we need to take out our weapon, we can. Okay. Ooh, another one. Okay, so we found our satchel. Perfect. Let's get the main loot real quick. Okay, so then the next one I want to talk about is, ooh, jeez. Ah, crap, there goes some stamina. Yeah, we got it. Ooh. Okay, we're a little encumbered here. There we go, another tool book. Perfect. Oh, we even got some cobblestone shapes. And we got that stone shovel. I was saying we shouldn't get the tier 3. Well, turns out I was right, and not getting the tier 3 was a great idea. It's not worth the trade-off. That one isn't, at least. Some cowboy boots. We can sell those. They're worth 52. And we got some tires, which is great if we get to the point of being able to make ourselves a bike. or any car, any vehicle now, for the matter of that. Okay. Ow. Okay. Yeah, the next one is Fortitude. So Fortitude, the nice ability with Fortitude comes the ability to actually endure a little bit more. You get a little bit better sprinting cost. You might not be able to sprint as fast as this class can, but you can sprint for longer, which is great. Much longer than other classes. And you also get the ability to um, get regeneration, and you can actually regenerate your lost life, um, which is in vanilla. I mean, that's how it already works, but I made it better so that you don't take as much food the higher your level in the perk is. Let's see here. So the higher you have your perk in healing factor, the less stamina you actually use, up to 50% less food restoring health, as you can see in the top right there. So yeah, getting your perk up is very useful, but you also get pain tolerance, up to 25% reduction. You also get more for your hunts whenever you're killing things. You can get actually more, which is great. Brawler is a little bit better. They improved the overall attack speed. It's actually the fastest. They're actually the fastest weapons in the game. They go faster than knives. Knives are slower compared to gloves, and gloves also don't use a lot of stamina. They actually have some of the lowest stamina usage for weapons. However, power attacks still disable your stamina, so you have to still balance it out, especially in the early game, with how much stamina you're consuming. But yeah, it also has the most multipliers, so you can actually get your damage up really high with Knuckles, but it requires you to have a bunch of different boosts and multiply your damage. So you can, let's just say the base damage is, I think, like 10, or just say for this example, the base multiplier damage is 10. Well, you can effectively get it so you can double it and then double the double, and then maybe, I don't know, maybe you double it again, or 5 times it, or 3 times it. So you can build up that 10 damage to over a couple hundred damage, and maybe even, if you really build it really well, you can maybe even get to the thousands, um, assuming you're using steel. But yeah, it's a cool little game that you kind of have to balance out your multipliers. You always want to have beer on you, of course, with that particular build and play style. So that's another big one. But yeah, that's that. And then the next one is agility. Agility is more focused around movement and being agile in general. You just want to be able to kind of go through and not have to get hit. You don't want to take damage as an agility player. All you want to do is avoid every attack that comes at you, and you also get the bonuses for. So if we go here, you get archery, which is great. You get knives. I've reworked how knives are, and you can inflict multiple bleed wounds, and eventually you can actually stack it up really high and get a nice, really solid bleed on your guys. One other thing that happens is you'll notice on the description here it says enemies run 20% slower while bleeding. If you do get to the last tier, you can slow down your enemies quite a bit so that they can't run at full speed. So even though you might not move as fast as a strength build, you can help other players if you're in group play, crowd controlling your enemy. So it's really cool that the agility perk has that going for it. You also have running gun, so you can move faster when you're reloading, or negate the movement penalty. You also have your, I think I might actually change these to general perks. Now that I think about it, heavy armor and light armor might become different perks. I'm gonna make a note of that. I might do that. Actually, sounds like a great idea. And then I can put something back. Yeah, I'll look into it. But yeah. So anywho, besides me getting distracted there, you've got your parkour, so you can jump up to 2 blocks higher, which is awesome. You also have endurance, which once again that gives you more stamina. So if you're wanting to do things that consume a lot of stamina and you need to constantly regen stamina, well that'll help you a lot. It gets up to at max level you get 30% increased stamina regen, which is great. You also have the bonus of getting your sneak damage, so you do more damage when sneaking. Really cool bonus. But yeah, generally speaking, agility play style, you're going to be moving a lot and you're going to avoid actually direct contact with your enemy. Yeah, and that's kind of just how that build plays out. And then you've got your intelligence build. Your intelligence build is pretty neat. It actually allows you to use your stun devices. Use the baton to start, and then you kind of graduate to the um, stun baton after. And the nice perks about that is you have a chance. If you get the physician perk, you can actually give your chance of 10% chance for an instant death, which it says instant death. It's actually more like a critical hit on some of the higher tier enemies. So enemies that have more health, it's essentially effectively a critical hit that will hit for about 1500 damage. It's a pretty nasty hit to have to go, like if you're playing in like a PvP environment, it can be pretty nasty as someone in a PvP combat, because you can not only stun your opponent, even in zombies too, you can stun your zombies and you can get the AoE mod that chains them together, and there's some other bonuses that comes with that. But yeah, generally speaking, you're going to be able to do that as an as an intellect build. You also get robotics. Robotics are massive for your build. As a intellect build, you get the ability to have 2 robots by the time you're level 3. And if you get to level 5, you actually can have 3 robots deployed simultaneously, and they can all be shooting at the same time. In vanilla, it doesn't work like that. You also can have a general buff that you can give to your teammates, which is really cool. As well as you get more healing, and you also get cheaper recipe costs when you're using anything that requires steel. Oh crap. That was completely avoidable. Okay, let's grab our levels up here. And that's about it for the basic classes. I might add some other things in the future, but as of right now, that's kind of where it's going to stand. But it's pretty neat because you can play around with how you want to play your playstyle. We can also put on heavy armor perks so we can reduce our movement penalty and stamina penalty if you're using heavy armor, which currently we're not, but we could. Let's see here. I think we're going to put 2 points in the pack mule. And that gives us a lot more room to play with here. Okay, let's... Ooh, this is going to be a tough one to do at night. I can see it now. Oh, crap. Okay, we got it. We got it. We're good. Okay, let's go in. Oh, yeah. Yep, this is... Yeah, this is gonna be tough. What the hell? Where did he come from? Ah, damn it. Okay, we need to heal. At some point, I was going to get the hit. Oh, nice. Okay, I'll take it. Pipe baton quality 2. Oh, okay. Yeah, this is pretty dark in here. Ooh, we got ourselves some books. There's 2 more Handyland books. That brings us a little bit closer to actually getting the perk. Holy crap, what a find. 5 medical journal books. We can now make a first aid bandage. That's absolutely huge. Okay. I'm assuming the loot's up here. Yes, it is. Let's go loot all that real quick. There isn't anything over there. There's a weapon bag though we can take. And then nothing right there. Okay, so we'll just get this and we're done. Oh wow, 2 more books for Handyland. We can now make a forge. So when we get back to our place, we're gonna have to build ourselves a forge. That'll be nice. And then I believe we are 1 book. Maybe not. Maybe we're more, but I think we're 1 book away from getting a new block type. Let me double check here. Repair. Yeah, we're 1 away. 1 more level, we can make a wood block shape. I know it sounds dumb, but it is quite nice. Okay, let's start this quest. So we do have to clear it. Nice. We got a level up out of it. We'll put another point into pack mule. Yeah, we're getting some more inventory here, finally. Now, even if I max out pack mule though, it is physically impossible to make it so that you don't, oh my god. It's physically impossible to make it so you're not encumbered at all. Unless if you have a mixture between pack mule and having armor pocket mods. You need to have some points into it if you want to not take encumbrance. However, you can definitely reduce it. Okay, I guess there's still... Oh, come on. Do I have feathers? Probably not. I have a crossbow bolt. Just don't have feathers. I mean, I can shoot him. There we go. Okay. Wow. This time we got 4 digest books, actual digest books. That's absolutely huge. Okay. We can make high power 44 mag ammo. Get some extra goodies as well. Oh my gosh. Okay, so we rolled a treasure map. So I had only a 5% chance to roll the lost treasure map, but we got a treasure map, which in itself is pretty cool that we even rolled that. So that will give us some basic materials and things that we can use. I'll go ahead and read it now. Let's also take this food. We'll start eating that before we get ambushed by a horde of zombies, it looks like, by the sounds of it. I mean, I hear them. They're coming. We'll drink that as well, or eat it. Oh boy. I'm just making sure I'm ready for this. Okay, I'm gonna need to fix that, because we're gonna have to smack ourselves out of this. They are all running too, so that is another bit that we need to think about. Where the hell are they? It's weird. Okay. Anywho. Yeah, this is definitely a wandering horde. I mean, I'll take the XP, don't get me wrong. Holy crap. I mean, I'll take the XP, jeez. They really brought the whole freaking community together here. Okay, well, on that note, ooh, I almost didn't check that. Wow, I came back for that. Nice, we have 3 wiring books. That one I think I'm still going to improve upon and make it a little bit better. Yeah, so this mod is a work in progress too, I will mention. And it's not technically released as of recording this episode, but it is definitely getting closer to that point. Oh man, are you kidding me? I have to go all the way over there. It's 1. We've got no encumberment. Yeah, why not? Let's go do it. Businessman, that's good. We'll just knock out this treasure map real quick, hopefully. We have a tier 4 shovel, so that'll help us a little bit. Ooh. Couple of cars here, let's check them out. Okay. Well, I mean, I'm okay with the arrows. I don't necessarily need these, though. Now, the only downside is we don't really have a lockpick, so we're probably going to have to break into it either with our axe or with our sledgehammer. Our sledgehammer does 51 block damage compared to, looks like 30, but we do get a bonus in the block damage with that, just because of the perk. And I don't think we have any lockpicks, so obviously we won't be lockpicking it. So there is that. But let's keep on running over there. Almost there. Yeah, this was really far away. Definitely not ideal. Okay, now we're here. So I'm gonna actually call it here for this episode now that we made it. So hopefully you enjoyed this, and if you did, consider liking the video and subscribe if you want to see more. And I'll see you in the next one.